Welcome or welcome back. This session will practice about 20 minutes of vinyasa flow. Please take it at your pace, at whatever level you feel today. So I'll cue to most levels. So whether you're beginner all the way up to advanced, please modify and adjust, either adding or subtracting, perhaps even using props, in order to make the most of your practice. Okay? Props aren't necessary, but I will cue to them in case you do like to use them for certain postures. Good? Okay, so let's begin. Samastitihi. Draw your big toes to touch. And then draw your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Eyes can remain closed, or you can keep them open, softly gaze to the tip of your nose. Take a moment to tune into your breath in and out through your nose, allowing your breath to be your anchor in the present moment. We'll set our intention for our practice, perhaps for your day, for your month, for your life. I offer the intention of new beginnings, always. Every day is a new start. Every breath is a new start. So treat every breath, every movement, every choice you make as if it were anew, even if you've been practicing this for many, many years. Together, inhale for Om. Surya Namaskar A, Sun A. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your hands wide and up. Touch your palms, look up. Exhale, fold over your legs, empty your breath. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back, vinyasa. Chaturanga, low plank, always option to modify or skip. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Press the earth away from you. 1. Gaze towards your navel. Exhale, 2. Keep lifting your sit bones. Exhale, 3. Look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold. Look up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise, look up. Samastitihi, exhale. One more time, inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, vinyasa, step or jump back. Be with every breath, one movement. Downward facing dog, exhale, 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, receive. Samastitihi, exhale. Second one, Sun B, chair pose. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your hands up, look up. Exhale, fold over your legs and release. Inhale, halfway lift the spine. Exhale, vinyasa. Vinyasa is a Sanskrit for a fancy word just for the push-up, high to low plank. Inhale to back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. Step your right leg forward, root your left heel down. Inhale, warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Use your full exhale, lower down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Step your left leg forward, root your right heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. 1 breath, 1 movement. Be with every breath. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. 1, 2, stretch the backs of your legs. And 3. From here, inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, bend your knees, stack your right hip over the left for scorpion dog. Roll out your ankle, stretch through your hips, and make sure your right shoulder's in line with the left. Stay with the breath. And then inhale, three-legged dog. Re-extend your right heel, level off the hips. Exhale, step your foot between your palms, warrior 2. Ground your left heel to the earth, and then stack your shoulders over your hips. Extend through opposite directions, and look beyond your right fingers. Keep breathing. So notice your lunge. If you notice your knees going past your ankle, you can either widen your stance or go less into the lunge. Just make sure the knees stacked. Good. Back leg is strong, and take a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Extend your spine forward, and then lower your right hand down, left hand towards the sky. Option for a block underneath your hand. But either way, keep pressing your elbow and your knee into each other, and keep more weight into your leg than your hand. Good. Use your side bodies, and then one breath, extend your left hand over your ear, stretch through your left side. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, star pose. Heels in, toes out. I'll move the block, excuse me. Shake it out. Let that go, and then exhale. Have a seat into a horse squat. And then inhale, re-extend back up. Exhale, draw your hands to your hips, point your toes in towards each other. Inhale here. And exhale, wide forward fold, fold over your legs. Option to keep your hands on your hips, option to place your hands in line with your feet. Keep lifting through your sit bones and breathe deep. Last 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway lift through your spine, and then exhale, skandasana towards your left leg, so the back of your mat. Flex your right foot towards the sky, and then draw your hands to your heart center. If your heel lifts, if it doesn't want to go to the earth because of flexibility, that's okay. You can either place a blanket underneath your heel or get out of the lunge. So we want to prioritize supported back heel. Okay, and then let's do one breath. Place your left hand on the earth. Extend your right hand over, look up, open through the chest. Inhale. And then exhale, return hands to heart center. You can use your hands to support or keep your hands heart center as we lunge towards the front. So into your right leg, skandasana. Nice. Plant your left hand about a foot in front of your right foot. And then we'll pivot into a low lunge twist. Some people call this dragonfly twist as well. Inhale. And then exhale, vinyasa, reset. Downward facing dog, exhale. Other side, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, bend your knees, stack your left hip over the right, scorpion dog. Same. Make sure your shoulders are level and roll out your left ankle. Stretch through your hips. And then inhale, re-extend your left heel. Exhale, step your foot between your palms, warrior 2. Stack your shoulders over your hips, front knee over your front ankle. Keep your back leg strong, and then look beyond your left fingertips. So this is called drishti, or point of focus, your gaze. So help us concentrate and focus our energy in one direction. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Extend your spine forward, and then lower your left hand down, right hand towards the sky. Again, you can place a block. Look up towards your hand if that's okay with your neck. And think about lifting towards the sky. Inhale, extend your right hand over your ear. Stretch through your right side. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Keep rotating the chest towards the sky. And then inhale, star pose. Straighten the legs. Draw your heels in, toes out. I'm going to turn around to face you. Shake it out. And then exhale, have a seat into our horse squat. Inhale, re-extend back up, star pose. And then this time, exhale, point your toes in, interlace your fingers behind you. So do a chest expansion. Option to use a strap here as well to find the bind. Either way, inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, Prasarita, Padottanasana, wide forward fold. Keep reaching your knuckles over your head. Relax your shoulders. Option to stay here. We'll be here for about 4 to 5 more breaths. So if you want to stay here, stay. Option to do a headstand if that's your jam today. Last 3, 2, and 1. Return back down if you lift it up. Everyone, plant your hands underneath your shoulders and then inhale. Halfway lift your spine. Exhale, Skandasana towards your right leg. The back of your mat. Flex the ankle towards your toes towards the sky. Hands to your heart center. So let me flip so you can see. Good. And then again, same options. Notice if your heel is lifted, make adjustments for that. Okay? It doesn't mean that you're less than or anything. It's just that's what we need. And let's do one breath. Plant your right hand on the earth. Inhale, extend your left hand up, look up, open the chest. And then exhale, hands back to heart center. And then we'll pivot towards, I'm just going to flip over. We'll pivot, we'll switch so you can place your hands down or keep your hands heart center as you move Skandasana towards your left leg. And then again, plant your right hand about a foot in front of your left foot. And then pivot into a dragonfly twist or low lunge twist. Inhale here. Exhale, vinyasa. Take it home. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do 3 breaths here. Let's take inventory of what's present after that flow. Standing series, last one. Good, and then walk your hands to your feet, the back of your mat. Toe heel your big toes to touch, a little space between the heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. One vertebrae at a time. Inhale, roll up to stand. Samastitihi. So, for our next series, we're going to balancing with some steps forward. So let's step all the way to the back of your mat. So have your heels right at the edge of your mat, maybe even past that. Okay. And then inhale into chair pose. Bend your knees. At the same time, reach high. Inhale. Exhale, swing your left arm underneath the right for eagle bind. So you can do this or bear hug. As long as you get compression of the elbows, you're good. Pull your elbows in towards your chest, shoulders away from the ears, and then lean into your right leg. Your right leg. So much that you can lift your left leg and cross your knees. Okay, so toes can stay on the earth. You can lift them up or double bind. As long as the knees are compressed. Again, this is really good for the joints. So squeeze the arms, squeeze the legs. Think chair pose in the legs, sit down, but then mountain in the spine. So lean the spine back. Deep breathing, find one point of focus like an eagle. Concentrate, one more exhale. And then inhale, mountain pose, unravel, shake it out, allow the freshly, newly oxygenated blood to flow back into your joints. Good. And then we'll do the other side. Inhale, chair pose. Sit down, reach up. Exhale, swing your right arm underneath the left. Eagle or bear hug. Squeeze the elbows in towards your chest. And then lean into your left leg so much that you can cross your right knee over the left. Same options, toes down, lifted, or bind. Just squeeze everything in using your exhales. One more exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then inhale, unravel, mountain pose, shake it out. Let that go. And then samastitihi, stand at attention. Then from here, step your right foot forward, about 3 feet or a little less than a meter forward, depending on your body. And then for our arms, we'll do a bind. So you either elbows to elbows, fist to fist, or reverse namaskar. So square your hips, draw your left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid pose. Fold over your legs. Forehead towards your shin, then your nose, then your chin. Option to release the hands as well. You can use blocks as well. Here for 2. And 1. Inhale, rise back up to stand. And then step your left foot to meet the right. Nice. And then left foot now steps forward about 3 feet or less than a meter or so. Square the hips and then take your bind. Fist to fist, elbows, elbows, or reverse namaskar. Inhale. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Good. Deep breathing in the back of your left leg. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise back up to stand. And then take another step forward. Samastitihi, top of your mat. Nice work. Inhale, mountain pose. Lift up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift the spine. Exhale, stay here or crow pose, bakasana. Plant your palms, draw your knees onto your arms as high as possible. Look forward, maybe lift one or both feet. Here for 2. And 1. Step or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. If you're not there today, that's okay. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Just let that go. Downward facing dog. Then look forward, step or jump through to a seat. Okay, let's do Baddha Konasana. Draw the soles of your feet to touch, heels towards your hips, and then fold over your legs. Use every exhale to release your hips. Use your arms to help facilitate opening, but really, really use the exhales to let go. So we can begin anew with a fresh inhale. Inhale, return your spine back up. And then find your way onto your backs. Lay down. I'll move my mic real quick. We'll do a bridge pose. Plant your feet hip width distance and then lift your hips up. Roll your tailbone forward. Option to interlace your fingers and find chest expansion underneath. Soften through the throat and the jaw. And relax your belly. Keep stretching the hips. And then exhale. Release the bind. If you had it, release your legs. Separate your knees as wide as your mat and then windshield wiper your legs side to side. Draw your arms out to a T. And then once your knees are over to the left, just keep your knees there. You can use blocks underneath the knees. Option to cross your left ankle outside of your right knee. Deep breathing. If you had the ankle crossed, release the cross, and then switch the knees over to the right side. Again, you can place blocks or blankets underneath the knee, or you can cross your right ankle outside of your left knee. If you're not sure, you can try different things and then choose whatever feels best for you today. Good. If you had the ankle, release the ankle, and then return your knees to the sky, and then bend your knees for happy baby pose. Receive your feet, and then rock side to side like a little baby, fresh and new, curious, joyful, untainted. So we'll tune into that energy again. Every breath is anew. And then hug your knees into your chest, forehead towards your knees. Give yourself a big hug. Thank you. And then exhale, Shavasana. Release your legs long, arms long. Make any adjustments to lay comfortably. Just let go of control of your breath. With every exhale, relax your body. Just be with every breath. New life with every inhale and every exhale. And I'll leave you here in your Shavasana. Please stay for as long as you can in order to integrate your practice. This is where we install all of the updates of the last 20 minutes. As always, thank you. I see you and love you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.